So, greetings to anyone who's listening out there, wherever you are. I hope you are in a great condition and healthy. So, first thing first, I will introduce myself. I am Anggie Ayu Isra Tristanty with study number 122-011-233-139. I am an Ireland University undergraduate student majoring in English literature. And the purpose of this podcast is to review the movie titled Sea Beast for my midterm assignment for Introduction to Film Studies class. Second, I will tell you about this movie. So the movie Sea Beast is the movie that has just released this year, back on July 8th. Directed by Chris Williams and produced and now also available to stream on Netflix. The movie duration is about 1 hour and 55 minutes. What is this movie about? So, for 100 years, the hunters, known as the Inevitable, has been hunting sea beasts on orders from the kingdom. The sea beasts that live on the high seas, according to history, are claimed by the kingdom to have disturbed human life by attacking them for hundreds of years. So the kingdom asks the Inevitable to hunt them down. The Inevitable itself stands under the auspices of the Captain Crow and his friend Sarah Sharp and his adopted son Jacob Holland. In the next part, I will explain things that are slightly divided from the Inevitable crew. Because for real, I was also kind of a little confused when I watched the movie. So there's a little girl named Macy, who's an orphan who ran away from the orphanage because she was also wanted to hunt down the sea monster. And yes, you heard that right. This little girl wants to hunt monsters. And a little spoiler, like most girls in movies or like most child in the movies and the stereotypes, she's a little annoying. And you don't only hear that from me. Okay, so actually, this Macy girl became an orphan because her parents, who used to be a hunter too under the royal envoy, had died. So the plot is like she wants to continue what her parents used to do, which is hunter the sea beast. And if you are wondering how did she join the Inevitable, well, she's actually infiltrated the crew, the Inevitable, the ship, and even though the crew captain and Jacob Holland chased her away, she was still taken on board by the crew in the end. Because, well, you can put her down in the sea, right? Now, the good part, finally, where it all started to get interesting. When the Inevitable hunted the red sea beast that the kingdom had always targeted, there was an incident that actually made Jacob and Macy got swallowed by this red sea beast. But they didn't die. And surprise! Instead, they were taken to the island where these rat live, and they made other monsters similar to rat. While on this island, Jacob still insists on killing Red because, well, that's his original goal, his ultimate goal. And because of Red's behavior that often helps Macy, Jacob is actually kind of hesitating to kill Red. But Macy is kind of useful in his hesitation. Why he hesitated? So because of Macy's out-of-the-box behavior, somehow we, viewers, including me, are made to wonder if this Red is really evil. Is she really evil? Because there are many scenes that indicate otherwise. For example, the scene where she always obeys Macy's order and saves her from danger. Well, even though Macy and Jacob kind of don't want to kill Red, unfortunately, Red have to be captured by the inevitable. Inevitably, the inevitable has to capture Red and hand her over to the kingdom. Why, if you ask? Well, because the inevitable had promised the king and queen that hunting sea beasts was their main task and no one should take their place. I mean, this is the reason why the crew was made at first. And then, next, third. We are nearing the end. Macy is finally in action. Let's go, girl! So, this girl insists on finding the truth. But what actually happened hundreds of years ago? Are sea monsters really evil and dangerous to humans? And of course, the answer is no. Macy finds a book that records the original history of the sea monsters, the sea beasts, and she finds out that the antagonist in the story is actually the kingdom that manipulates history for its own benefit. From here, we can see that it seems that wherever it is, the powerful one will win. And last thing last, we are at the end. Finally, Brett is eventually free. And it is not explained in the film how the fate of the king and queen after they were caught manipulating the history. But at least the series are at peace now. And that is all from me. I hope you all have the chance to watch this amazing movie. Thank you for listening, friends. I will see you on another occasion.